It's that time of year again. That's right, it's Call of Duty season. Gamer dude bros and emotionally unstable teenagers can peacefully spend their evenings shouting slurs through their headsets, chucking their controllers into their TVs, or drinking enough Mountain Dew to make their kidneys look like that Mexican papier-mâché alien. I don't need to tell you how popular Call of Duty is. It's like the Beatles, Mickey Mouse, and Jesus all rolled into one. And I'm a crotchety old fart now, but back in my younger days, I used to spend many an hour cranking out quickscopes on Nuketown and Rust. These days though, I don't know, that classic Call of Duty spark is just gone. Mainly because 75% of the games that have come out after Black Ops 2 have sucked big, stinky, sweaty, disgusting donkey farts. Not to mention, Activision is smoking that ancient Galapagos goo goo gas pack if they think I'm paying $70 for a game that's just gonna be dead in a year. With an additional $30 middle finger fee for some skins they'll probably just take away from us again when they decide to make Warzone 3. Yeah, they're definitely on some that'll turn your soul into a vaporwave mixtape, if you know what I'm saying. And no, just because the fact they finally pulled their head out of their ass and went back to round-based zombies isn't enough to make me buy it. I'll be playing Black Ops 3 zombies like a real gamer. Thank you very much. But even though modern Call of Duty blows about as hard as your mom, I still get the itch to play it every time a new one rolls around. And to be honest, there really aren't any other shooters that are doing what Call of Duty does. At least not any that suck any less. It seems every FPS nowadays goes down one of two paths. It's either a hardcore Tarkov clone for gamers with real big cojones, or a hero shooter that has the entertainment value of khaki shorts. And when a game does try to go back to classic shooter roots, it just ends up blowing chunks into the stratosphere. But if there is one thing we can count on, it's bootleggers. We've seen time and time again on this channel the wondrous ways bootleggers have ripped off the franchises we hold so close to our hearts. And once again, we are diving into the deep recesses of the internet to play the worst Call of Duty bootlegs we can find. Did you know? As early as 2002, the actual US Army made multiple Call of Duty knockoffs in an attempt to trick impressionable teenagers that life-threatening military service was actually just a fun, chill time. It's true, the series was called America's Army and it had 8 installments from 2002 to 2012. The whole point of the series was to teach players about the core values of the Army and promote a realistic military experience, but I think they kinda missed the point there when they released a game for the Motorola Razr. In fact, the most recent game in the series, America's Army Proving Grounds, can still be played on Steam today. Good luck trying to find a server though. Yeah, support for this game ended back in 2022. Even though I couldn't really play any of these games, I knew I had to at least mention them in this video. I mean, it's baffling to me that the US Army would actually use a video game as a recruiting tool like this. Hate to burst your bubble, military generals, but the dudes that spend hours upon hours grinding out first-person shooters aren't the type of people that are gonna go out and sweat their balls off in the desert for some whack-ass oil company. But Steam is home to more Call of Duty ripoffs than this failed monument to the US government's ego. And this next one is, we'll just say, subtle in its inspiration. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is totally an original game aesthetic. Oh, what, Modern Warfare 2019? Never heard of her, sweetie. Okay, so obviously this game is drawing some inspiration from the more recent Call of Duty installments. And by drawing some inspiration, I mean slicing off its face skin and dancing around in it like Nicolas Cage. I don't think you can really copyright a UI style, and I'm sure Nintendo has tried before, but I'm honestly shocked Activision hasn't at least attempted to send a cease and desist letter to this developer. I know personally I'd be in a world of hurt if someone decided to copyright generic white nerdy guy with glasses doing comical game reviews. This just looks like some cheap garbage you'd find in the Dollar General toy aisle. Nah, we ain't talking about Mega Blocks. This is some blue brick we've got going on over here. Even though the developers weren't afraid to borrow every other aspect from Call of Duty, they didn't really translate the gameplay over all that well. Honestly, it's not horrible. It's fast, snappy, and serviceable enough. Is it extraordinarily janky? Oh, absolutely. But if you want a decent COD-esque experience and don't feel like dropping nearly a full Benjamin on downloading Shaders Simulator, this is a perfectly passable alternative. I have to say, it's a little refreshing to finally play a good game on this channel for once.
Why don't you take some inspiration and finally make a good video for once?
And believe it or not, there's actually another shockingly good Call of Duty ripoff floating around out there on the internet, but if we're gonna play it, we have to go somewhere dark, dangerous, and despicable. A place that I promised I would never return to, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Nope, I'm not memeing or having a gaffe. There is actually a very good Call of Duty knockoff in Roblox. And it's so good, in fact, that Forbes wrote an article praising it. I guess stocks and yachts must not be getting the clicks these days. The game's called Frontlines, and if you've never seen it, feast your eyes on this. Yeah, I kinda suck major ass at this game. Yes, believe it or not, this was actually made in Roblox, the same platform that gave us masterpieces like Cell Poop Tycoon. Oh man, Gen Alpha is absolutely cooked, aren't they? Also, try not to get jealous of the immaculate drip on my Roblox avatar. Anyway, Frontlines is another stock standard COD clone like Combat Master. You run, you gun, you teabag, all the fun stuff that makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. Obviously, the biggest draw here is the graphics, and to be honest, there's not a lot of substance here aside from that. There's nothing like camos or challenges to grind for, just new guns and attachments. And it's missing some basic features like being able to choose your own game mode, but the meat of the game is shockingly solid and, again, better than some actual Call of Duty games. Now, of course, Call of Duty infringement on Roblox is more widespread than HPV at a frat house, and let me tell you, there are some absolutely delectable games you can find on this platform. I'm not the sharpest bulb in the box, but I'm pretty sure this is definitely not Call of Duty. Oh, we can buy V-Bucks? Oh, we can? Oh, nice. A totally original and unique currency. Do not steal, TM. Glad to see the dev put a lot of effort into making these scam coins legally distinct. Oh yeah, this is that classic Call of Duty gameplay I remember. Big fan of the seizure ocean in the background too. Okay, yep. Now I see why video games make people violent. No way, paying money for an instant revive? Oh, please God, don't give these game studios any new ideas. Well, maybe Call of Duty New will give us that epic poggers gameplay loop us equally epic gamers so desperately desire. Yeah, nah, pimp, this ain't it. Counter-terrorists? Terrorists? Do these people know what Call of Duty is? Something tells me this one is a little bit broken.
Counter-terrorists win.
Hey, finally! A game I'm actually good at. Okay, this one looks slightly better than the last one. A little basic, but then, nothing wrong with that.
The Dark One looms overhead, his vile gaze piercing through the soul of every poor, ignorant fool trapped within his domain. Will he bring us destruction or grant us unholy salvation?
This one's honestly not horrible, just painfully bare bones. The biggest issue that I have with it is that it's unfathomably loud. Okay. Call of Duty 9 has to be good, right? While I don't appreciate my intellectual property being stolen like this, I do have to agree with the sentiment. You should absolutely subscribe to DizRush. That's me, by the way. On this channel, we explore the deepest recesses of the internet to find the worst games ever made. And if that sounds like something you would enjoy, why not give that subscribe button a good old sultry slap? Please.
Shameless plug over.
All right. I know. I've been memeing a little bit with the term bootleg so far, but don't you worry. Thanks to the wonderful online marketplace known as the Google Play Store, I have found a wonderful assortment of military-themed digital gonorrhea, with classic hits such like Call of Ops World War Duty. Now that one just rolls right off the tongue. Wait just a minute. That loading screen didn't just say Winchester, did it? Holy. This single image perfectly represents exactly the kind of fart fest we're about to get into. Not to mention the fact that Mr. Foster from Killing Floor is ripped off right on the title screen. Thought this game was called Call of Ops World War Duty, not Ath City NB Invasion. Now I know COD has the whole zombie storyline and everything, but this doesn't look anything like Call of Duty. Where's the quick scopes? Where's the slide canceling? Where's the $25 weed ghillie suits? This is like if The Last of Us was bad. So it really just plays like The Last of Us 2. Also, the story in this is just phenomenal. Real Academy Award winning stuff.
Alright, if I go to C-City, take it. This is a good thing to you. Someone was besieged by zombies.
But the best part about this whole game is that it has one of the most badass, edgiest, Grim Reaper on a motorcycle-esque scenes you will ever see in a video game. Tell me, what could be more hardcore than mowing down zombies in a neon green truck that has my favorite word in the English language printed on the back? Obviously, this game was made somewhere other than America, so I just imagine the developers sat down one day and were like, all right, so we got this mobile game, right? It's Call of Duty Ripoff, got zombies in it, you know, our regular thing we do. How are we gonna make it really cool, hardcore, and epic for our American audiences? What if we just make it say There are a surprising amount of these zombie-focused Call of Duty ripoffs in the Google Play Store, and pretty much all of them are just total load. In this one, called Call of Zombie Survival Duty, by the way, you can't even move your character around. You just have to stand in one spot and take hits to the face like Mike Tyson in that abortion of a boxing match. Hey, come on now. How was that for a topical joke? Like a regular Bill Burr over here.
Just because it was topical doesn't mean it was funny.
Why don't we shift gears and finally talk about a Call of Duty ripoff that is actually about, like, military stuff? Oh man, look at this goober. Nah, this isn't Woods, this guy's name is Forrest. Or as I like to call him, John of Duty. Yeah, I'm sure this is exactly how they teach stealth training in the Navy SEALs. Damn, this guy makes Solid Snake look like liquid poo. And, once again, can't move my character around at all. Cut the devs some slack. Programming in actual movement mechanics, that takes effort and work. Not everybody has that. And also, I'm sorry, but if you're playing a game called Call to Sniper Duty Assassin, what are you expecting? What are you really expecting, like Game of the Year worthy shit with this? If there is one singular positive thing I can say about this game, it's that I'm glad the sniper aims itself when I zoom in enough. That's less of this travesty I actually have to play myself.
The enemy is fleeing. You are doing good. Make us all proud.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me, generic military general man. What about something that has multiplayer? That's like the best part of any Call of Duty. Plus, I'm American, so I'm always itching for the chance to shoot somebody. Maybe a game called Call of Special Warzone Duty will have the high-octane FPS action I'm looking for. What the hell is this? I have to do math to be able to play this? Oh, this is gonna take some brain power. Whew. Didn't think we were gonna get past that one. Yeah, for some reason, like half of the games I downloaded for this video have this weird math problem lock screen that is apparently a way to keep kids from playing the game. And it's just really sad that mobile bootleggers care more about kids playing microtransaction riddled games than Activision does. Also, this one didn't work for some reason, or I'm just so stupid I don't know what 7 plus 3 is.
No. You're just stupid.
Hey, now we've got tons of guns with epic skins included. Oh, just look at these beautiful chunky pixels. We'd have to pay like $30 to get something like this in actual Call of Duty. I think that's enough jerking around in the main menu. Let's see if the gameplay lives up to expectations. Wow, this is even more fun than I was expecting. In case you couldn't tell, none of these are real people. In fact, none of this is online. You want to know how I know that? Because they play ads in the middle of the gameplay. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop, no, stop it, no, I don't want to get demonetized, no! You've got to be me. That was an ad for a barcode scanner? I know the saying sex sells, but Jesus Christ, this is like the mobile game ad equivalent of the creepy old guy that likes to hang out in front of a Claire's. For as mind-numbingly terrible as this entire game is, this game gives you a dopamine rush unlike any other when you kill an enemy. Seeing those coins exploding out of corpses and hearing the blaring slot machine sounds, God, I can feel the addiction clawing into my brain. It's the same kind of overstimulation that's in every one of those scam gambling mobile ads that have enough flashing graphics to give somebody a seizure. And don't worry, if this game doesn't have enough nut-busting action for you, then why don't you play Call of Black Cold War World War II? Mainly because it is the exact same damn game. And just look at it. It has almost the exact same UI, it uses the same gun, just a different color, and the enemies explode like a Las Vegas slot machine when you shoot them. I don't want to sound like a wingnut conspiracy theorist, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me if all of these mobile games were made by like the same 10 people that were just funneling them around back and forth to each other to try and trick fools and kids into spending money on scam microtransactions to try and fuel some underground secret government trip to Agartha so they can colonize the Hollow Earth. But that would just be silly.
Job done.
Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments below. And be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.